What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb? Today is April 29th, 2024. It's a Monday, and today we're not doing a play-by, but we are talking about one thing that is very important to this channel and my livelihood, retro gaming. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know Delta, it's out on the iPhone now, and pretty much everyone's playing with it. But with that being said, you know I've been doing retro gaming content forever and a day. I just had this whole fiasco at the end of last year trying to bring a PSP back to life just so I can mod it and play more of it. I mean, it was already modded, but I wanted to expand its capabilities. That was a nightmare. That PSP is no longer with us. RIP with Nate Dogg. But Delta's got me thinking. Every single computer I have, whether it's my MacBook, my gaming PC, gaming PCs of the past, MacBooks of the past, iPad, whatever it may be, I never back up my games. I just end up downloading the same games over and over and over again. And my game collection, which you see a part of it behind me, it expands all of this wall. It expands half of the bedroom and all of the second bedroom in the back of my apartment. It's massive. I have well over 1,000 games. Fortunately, a lot of my collection is collector's editions and just big stuff, which is why it takes up so much room. A lot of it's cartridges as well, so it doesn't take up that much room. But I need to back this stuff up at some point. I've been wanting to do this now for a couple months anyways. After Nintendo came out to Yuzu and shut that down, and the Switch stuff is pretty much nowhere to be found and download now. And, I have a lot of Switch games that I don't want to play on the Switch again, that I'd rather play on my PC, my MacBook, or even eventually my phone when somebody decides to make a new Switch emulator once again. But I also love handheld retro gaming. I mean, that's why I got Delta on my phone. It's why I modded a PSP Go. It's why I modded my Analog Pocket, which I guess this doesn't count as a mod. It's just cores, PlayStation Vita. It's why my girlfriend got me this emulation handheld, which is currently not charged. It's why I modded my 3DS. It's why I modded a PlayStation 3, which is over there. It's why I modded an Xbox 360, which is also over there. It's why I modded a Nintendo Switch, which was, oh my god, that was nothing short of a nightmare. Throughout the entire process of modding a Switch, I just wanted to end it all the entire time. For those of you who are Sweet Baby Ink supporters, this is not a real Switchblade, it's a beard comb. No danger, you ain't gotta tell your therapist about this. We're good. So in conclusion, I decided it's just time, let's go ahead and back up all of my games. All of my games. Well, not really all of my games. I'm obviously not going to back up the PlayStation 5, the 4, the Xbox One, the Series X, the PlayStation 3, the 360. No, because that's going to take way too much space. I would have to have easily like 100 terabits of storage just to be able to do that. That's an exaggeration, but I would need a lot. So the goal is to back up every single card-based game that I have, just pretty much anything PlayStation 2 and older, which includes PSP, PlayStation Vita, and Nintendo 3DS. This is going to be a long process, and it's not all going to be done in this video. I just want to talk about why I'm doing it in this video, and then I'll come back in the future talking about this on a part 2. One of the greatest benefits I feel like after I get this done is that all my games are going to be right there, easy to play. And I will never have to do this again. I bought a 1 terabyte USB off of Best Buy, had $40 in Best Buy reward points, so it only came to about $90, which isn't all that bad because I remember, 7, 8, 9 years ago buying 64 gigabyte USBs and it was nearly $100. It's kind of crazy how fast storage technology has changed since then. After I got these all on this USB drive, all it's going to be is a matter of putting it onto every single computer I buy in the future, porting it over to my MacBook, and once I put it over to my MacBook, I can take that and just throw it onto my iCloud, throw it onto Dropbox, Mega, whatever I want to throw it onto, and all my games are going to be right there, easy for me to grab onto for every emulator that's going to come to the iPhone or that I might want to grab on my Mac. Or if I just want certain games downloaded, I can do that as well, no problem. It's going to take at least like a week or two to get all this done, but future me will never have to do it again. And hey, if these emulators decide to go away, then it's just, I mean, that sucks, but hey, I got all my backups, so it's good to go. So the method I'm going to use to back all these up, I'm obviously going to use my Windows PC because it's, 2 monitors. I can do it a lot quicker than I can on a MacBook, which is a small screen. But the plan for all this is I have all my games that I own. I can't enlarge it, but I have them all right here on iCloud and spreadsheets on Apple Numbers is what the application is called. I find this to be the one that works for me. Whatever works for you, but this works for me. So I'm going to go through this and go through every single game that I have and just one by one, download them all onto the USB and just have them ready to go, good forever. I'm gonna rip my BIOSes, put them all on there. And then after this, any emulator I want to get in the future, any handheld device I want to get in the future, this is going to save a lot of time. I'm not going to have to go through and download things individually anymore. It's all going to be right there for me to grab, pull from, whatever I want, whatever I don't want. Either way, it's all going to be right there and I'm going to be good to go. I really want to bring my retro collection into the future. Well, at least into present day, at least. Obviously, I'm bringing it into the future. I'm never selling any of this stuff, but I do want to make it easier for me to play it. Over the next couple years, where I streamline this, bring it all into a USB and eventually a cloud server with a whole system that I'm going to build myself. I have an idea for it. You're going to be there watching every single bit of it as I do it. And if you want to see more of this collection, that's kind of like a vlog, like discussion like this. It's not really going to be a planned video. There's no script. There's no bullet points. It's just talking to you, basically. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.